The modern male operating system is glitching. Most guys are running on low battery, high distraction, and zero emotional RAM. They navigate life like partially downloaded files. Present enough to recognize themselves, but not present enough to take control. And beneath that fog sits a truth they've never been taught to access. Their energy isn't just low. It's leaking. Hold on, before we unlock the real power of semen retention, hit that subscribe button and join our Telegram channel, link in description. We drop daily wisdom, success tools, and energy secrets only shared there. Don't watch from the sidelines, become part of the movement. Every room exposes the imbalance. You see men slumped over their phones, scrolling like their thumbs are performing CPR on their sanity. Their posture looks outsourced. Their attention floats like a browser with 50 tabs open, all unresponsive. Nothing about them feels locked in. Then there's that other category of man, the anomaly. The one who steps into a space, and suddenly the environment does risk assessment. Conversations pause, energy tilts, people instinctively recalibrate. His presence feels like a software update the room didn't know it needed. He doesn't chase attention. Attention defaults to him. The gap between those two types of men isn't genetics, or money, or jawline symmetry, it's energetic stewardship. One man leaks his vitality like a faulty pipeline. The other consolidates it, stores it, channels it like top-tier infrastructure. That difference is the whole game. Semen retention is the internal policy shift that flips everything. It's like pulling the emergency brake on years of unconscious energy loss. Once the leak stops, the rebuild begins. And what starts as a quiet internal shift becomes a full-spectrum behavioral transformation. At first, the change is subtle. You feel less foggy, less reactive, less trapped in tiny dopamine loops. Your attention stops acting like a runaway intern with no supervision. You reclaim your emotional bandwidth. You feel your sense of self reassembling. And women feel it before you do. This isn't some mystical woo-woo pitch. Women are biologically tuned to detect male vitality. Not just physical strength, but the vibe behind it, the groundedness, the emotional steadiness, the unspoken confidence. When you hold on to your life force, your entire emotional signaling system upgrades. A retained man doesn't walk like he's compensating. He walks like he's anchored. His movements slow down, not because he's tired, but because he's deliberate. His eyes aren't jittery or searching. They're focused, receptive, aware. Women pick up on this immediately. Female attraction, at its core, is a response to energy consistency. Not flashiness, not bravado, not surface-level charisma. It's the deep internal signal that says, this man is self-governed. Retention builds that governance into your emotional DNA. As your vitality rises, your nervous system calms. You stop operating from scarcity. You stop negotiating your worth. You stop looking for validation like it's a coupon code for confidence. That internal security is what women track like sonar. Your energy becomes dense in the best way. It's not heavy, it's steady. Women feel steadiness as safety. And safety is the foundation of attraction, real attraction, not the temporary social media version. Your listening becomes sharper. Not the performative hum kind, but genuine engagement. You don't drift mentally. You don't fracture your attention. You give presence. Presence is rare currency now, and women feel wealthy when they're around it. Retention also shifts your emotional tone. Your voice drops slightly. Not because you force it, but because your system relaxes. Your breath goes deeper. Your pauses become intentional. You sound like someone who thinks before speaking, not someone who speaks to fill silence. Women feel this in their nervous systems. They respond to grounded voices like they respond to warmth in winter. They lean toward it, even when they don't understand why. Then an interesting ripple effect kicks in. Your focus sharpens. Tasks that once felt overwhelming become manageable. Goals that once felt blurry become crisp. You allocate energy like a company scaling efficiently, no wasted motion, no diluted intention. This clarity amplifies your attractiveness because women are deeply drawn to men who have direction. Not perfection, direction. A man with a mission radiates purpose. Purpose is magnetic because it signals both competency and future stability. Retention doesn't just elevate your energy, it elevates your standards. You stop entertaining every distraction. You stop tolerating low-quality behavior. You stop giving your time to chaos. That boundary creates a powerful emotional filter. Women respect men with standards. They can feel when you're selective, not because you're arrogant, but because you're intentional. Intentionality is intoxicating to them. Your emotional intelligence grows faster than you expect. You start seeing patterns in people. You hear the meaning behind their words. You sense danger before it announces itself. That situational awareness makes you look confident without trying. Confidence, without effort, hits differently. It seduces without speaking. Then something even more distinctive happens. Your aratha, invisible but unmistakable field around you expands. People give you more space without knowing why. Strangers make longer eye contact. Conversations take a more respectful tone. Even women who never considered you before start double-checking. Attraction becomes less about what you say and more about what you emanate. You broadcast strength without noise. Your silence starts doing the heavy lifting. A retained man doesn't fear quiet. He uses it. Women lean into that silence because it feels like emotional structure, not emptiness. All right, you've got this incredible energy. Now don't let it dissipate. Before you click off, prove you were here. Smash that like button, and if you're serious about this journey, hit subscribe right now. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. Your emotions stabilize too. You don't get triggered easily. You don't spiral. You don't chase. That emotional predictability makes you feel like a safe harbor in a stormy world. Women crave that. Your ambitions expand as your discipline grows. You set bigger objectives, but approach them with calm execution. Your vibe becomes less chaotic, hustle, and more strategic momentum. That momentum makes you look unstoppable. Women love witnessing a man who's building something. It activates their admiration instinct. They want proximity to that fire. Retention deepens your masculinity, but not the bro version. The grounded, self-regulated, emotionally intelligent version that creates trust, attraction, and desire simultaneously. You become the type of man who doesn't need to sell himself. Your energy is the pitch deck. Relationships shift too. Conversations become deeper. Flirtation becomes slower but hotter. Touch becomes intentional instead of impulsive. You embody desire rather than chasing it. And here's the wildest part. Your past starts reacting. People you haven't talked to in months suddenly message you. Old flings resurface. Women who rejected you sense your elevation and get curious again. Your energy reverberates backwards through time. Retention becomes a magnet, not just for women, but for opportunities, ideas, alignment. Your world begins orbiting around your inner power instead of your inner emptiness. You stop being a ghost in motion. You become the gravitational center of your own existence. Every room feels different when you're in IT, not because you're louder, but because you're fuller. Semen retention isn't magic. It's management. It's leadership. It's emotional architecture, rebuilt from the foundation up. And once you harness it, you operate on a level most men never access. Women feel it in their chest, in their breath, in their instinct. You don't need to impress them. Your energy gets there first. This is the real glow, the rise of a man who holds himself. A man whose energy circulates inward instead of leaking outward. A man who doesn't beg for attraction but attracts by existing fully. The world rewards men who retain because they're not operating from depletion. They're operating from abundance. And abundance makes you unforgettable. Your journey with retention isn't just about attraction. It's about reclamation. It's about getting your life force back from years of unconscious release. It's about returning to yourself with power instead of shame. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Every thanks is a spark that keeps this mission alive. Your support means more than you know. When you walk now, your steps feel claimed. When you speak, your words land. When you breathe, your presence expands. When you're silent, women feel the pull. This is what happens when a man stops draining his fire. The world doesn't just notice, it adjusts to make room for him. Because a man who retains isn't simply alive, he's activated. And activated men change everything.